going up against the Kansas City Royals. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Chris Bubich.
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Jeremy Pena. That one finds the zone, so we're off and running in Game 3. Oh, 1 down. Way inside, gets out of the way. Next offering is fouled back. That's too low. That's 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Kicks and deals. And it's filled up.
Really good take.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now the right fielder, Cam Smith. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in the dirt.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play. Hit on the ground to short. Sneaks through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. There's a strike. First and second, no outs here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
In effect.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And that one fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
That is it. The center fielder, number 14, Mauricio Dubon.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Game tied, series tied. This could be a turning point in this series if he can deliver.
Indeed, if he comes through with a hit here, it's going to change the entire approach that they can take against their opponent.
That misses. Ball 1.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. This one chopped on the ground but foul. Hard hit, base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Yeah, that's fouled off.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. He goes down looking. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Christian Javier.
This guy usually turns in a very good outing. his teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Bottom of the first. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
To third. Correa over to first. One up, one down. And they're now in the lineup for the Royals. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Alvarez snags it for the second out.
That is good. That's shortstop. Bobby Witt.
Two down, base is empty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Foul ball. In there at the knees. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Struck him out looking. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still behind by a count of 1-0.
Is this redemption for my soul?
Third game of the division series. And stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. Bubic back to work. Fastball for a strike.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
Next pitch off the plate, and it's 1-1.
The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of confidence in those guys playing third and short that have to make those long, tough throws at times, and he just handles them so well. So he really makes the entire infield better with his glove.
Isbell makes the grab, one away.
Batting it, the catcher, Yainer.
And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. And takes low for ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Just missed. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. Hit in the air, left field. Isbell sizes this one up. And there's two down.
Batting now, the second baseman, Jose.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Jose Altuve.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch. That time taking, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Oh, 0-2 now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell moving under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. Down to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Astros 1 and the Royals 0. And we're back. Bottom of the 2nd. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. And that is out of play.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Salvador Perez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1.
Track 2.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Perez swings and it's a deep fly ball left field. That one's well struck. Just missed it.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Mike
Yastrzemski up here. First pitch swinging.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Chopped left side. Correa whips it to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Royals bats are quiet there, and it remains 1-0. Back here in Kansas City at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Fought off foul. And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And that one is lifted in the air. Blanco on his way over. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, bases empty. Yordan Alvarez now at the plate. First time up was a pop out. Out towards right center field. Isbell sizing this one up, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now Adam Frazier. That one in there across the letters.
0-1.
A little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That one lifted to left. Alvarez in position. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman,
Jonathan India at the plate. India with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. This one in the air. Walker hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 9, the left fielder, Blanco.
Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. That one fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Outside low. 1-2 the count.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
The 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. KC down in order. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. Now it's the DH, Isaac Paredes. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's a 2-0. Popped up. Perez puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Dubon stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, one away here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. Two quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Correa up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Hee-haw!
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Finish him.
Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
So runner at second, 2 down. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Fly to center his first time. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Correa on at second with 2 down.
Finish him.
And that's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-1. Slider misses outside.
Ball.
This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 4-0.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 2 down. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. He swings and fouls one off. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That ball's carrying. And brings in 3 on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Bottom of the inning, down to third baseman, Michael Garcia. Outside, 1-0. That one down the line, and foul ball. Javier winds and deals. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2, the count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
Isbell takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The Astros leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
1-1.
There's a strike. And that skips into dirt. Hit in the air, center field. Dubon drops steps, heads back on it, and makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 7, shortstop
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Caught looking his first time up. Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So man aboard, and to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Way outside, and it's 1-0. And that drops in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Witt at second with 2 down. Well struck right field. This one could be trouble. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-1.
Well done, drives in the run. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two outs and one in scoring position. Ball one there. Swing and a foul, out of play. Two outs. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second. The relay, but he's in there easily.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Grounded out his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Just missed.
Ball, that's down.
Runner at second, 2 down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Adam Frazier. Fly to left his first time. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-0.
2 on, 2 outs. On the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Astros 4 and the Royals 2.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
3rd game of the division series. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Bubich back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Blanco makes the play, and there's 1 down.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
So next up for Houston, Cam Smith, 1 for 2.
That's the
Just
ball.
missed.
Outside.
Right side. Yastrzemski under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 44.
2 down, base is empty.
Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chris Bubich is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the
Royals.
game for the Royals, Lucas Erceg. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Runner at first with 2 away. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That's off the mark. And it's a ball and a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Alvarez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, belted. That one's back there. And it is gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add a couple more. It's 6-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
And now the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 6-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Jonathan India.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Dairon Blanco steps in for the Royals. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Makes the catch for the out. So the Royals batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Slice to right and foul ball. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Inside, and that's ball 2. Swing and a pop-up. Smith hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbell.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Misses outside. Ball 1. Inside, just missed. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll do it. So 1 left for Kansas City. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And we're back. Here's Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That clips the corner.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That's to third. Slings to first, and Correa retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got ground ball.
Number 8, Christian.
And now it's Christian Walker. Ersig, a 6'2" righty, 215 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Yastrzemski flashes the leather on the running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Siggy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
That's a little high. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Perez on to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the Royals 2. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. And that's in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Pasquantino tries to check his swing. Now a look to 3rd. Yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Eric Summerskill.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Perez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ball 1 low. Witt leads off 2nd with 1 gone in the inning. Popped up left side. Pena settles under it. They got it for out number 2. Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in.
Yastrzemski.
And it's fouled away. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Out to short. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
And next is the designated hitter, Adam Frazier. Off the mark there. Ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. On to the 7th now in game 3. It's the Astros 6 and the Royals 2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Royals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Taylor Clark.
Taylor Clark.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Right through there for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And a foul ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one off the outside edge. Ground ball right side. India over to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
And now Jeremy Pena. And that one hammered way back there. That's long gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That one misses. 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Carlos Estevez getting loose out there. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the late stages of Game 3. Next offering is fouled back. Misses outside. It's 2-2.
2-2.
To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 3. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. It's 7-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian Abreu.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India.
The second baseman, Jonathan India.
Fastball for a strike. That's outside and a count even 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And now 1-2.
1-2's the count.
Just misses with that one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That's way outside. Ball 3. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
That's inside. Ball.
The Astros leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 5. It's 7-2.
Now Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Carlos Estevez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Paredes
No,
in the
that's
box
out.
here. Lets that one go for a ball. Foul ball there. That's hard hit on the line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Dubon, the next to hit, takes outside. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. John Schreiber preparing to come on if needed. Base is empty, one away here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. And that drops in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side. India. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Carlos.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Correa. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This to center field. Isbell on the move. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Royals 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And here is Kyle Isbell.
Isbell.
Abreu back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Dubon makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Bobby.
And the batter now, Bobby Witt Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1. That's a ball.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just
that missed.
outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And the slider just misses. And there's ball 4.
Inside, ball 4. Take your base.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside.
Number 9,
Vinny Pasquantino will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen.
Now pitching for
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Stephen Okert.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that drops in for a strike. And a foul ball. Just off the inside corner. And it's 1-2.
Executed that pitch very nicely. Just missed with it.
Man at first, one away. That misses. And it's 2-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Witt around second. The throw to third. The tag out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. And a strike in there. That's a little bit low. Close, but call the ball. And a count 2-1. Line to left. And that's the inning. So a strong showing there from the Houston bullpen. On to the ninth now in Game 3. It's the Astros 7 and the Royals 2. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Estevez, in his 10th season, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Number 38 up and throwing. Falter, a left-hander, also throwing. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. That one just misses. Full count now.
Full count.
Swing swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone. But that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Jose Altuve getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses.
1-0.
And that is ball one. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And that's just foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a ball and 2 strikes. To third might be 2. Off balance feed. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Astros 7 and the Royals 2. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Leading off, Mike Yastrzemski. Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's the ball.
Ground ball right side. Altuve handles it. Sends it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Adam Frazier.
Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Adam Frazier. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. That one is hammered right field. That's going back some more. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros take home field advantage right back. They win game 3 to go up 2-1.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.